Hello everyone, it's Annabella. This week I'm doing a reading for Zee Pruk NuNew. And first of all, apologies if I'm butchering their names. I actually didn't know anything about them before this request, so this reading is kind of random. I wasn't sure who to read this week, but I saw their names in the comments, looked them up and thought, oh, they look cute together. Let's give it a try and see what comes up. Remember, this is purely a celebrity reading intended for entertainment. I'll be interpreting the cards based on their energy together, but of course, take everything with a grain of salt. Before we start, if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. Just so you know how I do my readings, I shuffle the cards until one falls out, and this video is a voiceover. I do it this way to keep everything running smoothly and to make it easier for you to follow along, since I tend to stutter a lot if I talk while reading. Alright, let's get started. Let's take a look at their first card, the Lovers. So, are they in a relationship? Because why is the Lovers card already here? That's so cute actually. I mean, usually this card kind of explains itself. Maybe that's why I wanted to read them the moment I saw their pictures. Something about them just looked really lovely together, and now seeing this card, it all makes sense. So you tell me, are they in a relationship? Is this confirmed? Do they talk about each other a lot? Because according to this card, there's definitely love in the air. Whether it's a romantic relationship or just an incredibly strong emotional connection, the bond between them is undeniable. And honestly, because the Lovers card is so straightforward, there's not much else for me to explain here. Let's move on to the next card and see what else comes up. Alright, so the first card was super clear, but now we have the Seven of Cups. This card is actually a bit trickier to interpret, especially since I don't really know much about them. The Seven of Cups usually represents having multiple choices or feeling uncertain about which direction to take. So I'm not sure if this is about their relationship, their careers, or maybe just the fact that they often have to leave things up in the air. It gives me the feeling of procrastination, like there's definitely an emotional connection, but maybe they can't always act on it right away. It makes me wonder if their professional careers takes priority over their connection at times. Maybe they're in a situation where they have to decide how much effort they want to put into making this relationship work, or how much time they can realistically spend together. So, what this card might be telling us is that their relationship, whatever form it takes, is still a work in progress. It's ongoing, but it requires constant effort to strengthen and build upon. Let's keep going and see what else comes up. The third card we have here is the Five of Pentacles. Now, in a relationship reading, the Five of Pentacles can sometimes represent separation or hardship. But looking at the spread so far, especially with the Lovers being the only major arcana, I don't necessarily feel like this card is saying they're disconnected. If anything, it might be showing the opposite, almost like if I were reading reversals. What I'm feeling here is that they support each other through difficult times. It's like no matter what challenge they face, whether it's career pressures, financial concerns, or just the demands of maintaining their success, they're still sticking by each other. It might not be an easy road, but there's this sense that even when they feel left out in the cold, they know they're not truly alone. They still have each other. So to me, this card definitely doesn't feel like an ending or a breakup. It feels more like a relationship that requires effort and resilience to keep going. Let's see what the next card adds to this. Next, we have the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is what I like to call the celebrity card because it often represents public recognition, success, and being in the spotlight. And honestly, I tend to pull this card a lot when reading for celebrities. It just makes sense. There's a lot of attention on them, and especially on their relationship. I feel like there's a strong wave of support surrounding them. Of course, with public figures, they are always both supporters and critics. But from the energy here, it seems like the positivity outweighs the negativity. In fact, they might even be drawing strength from that support. It's like knowing people are rooting for them makes things a little easier. What stands out to me is that this card doesn't give me the feeling that they're hiding anything. Now, that doesn't mean they're going around openly announcing their relationship, but they also don't seem to be actively concealing it. Instead, it feels like they're just making decisions in a way that makes sense to them, handling things as best as they can while staying true to themselves. Alright, so the last card here is the Ace of Cups, which is a very clear emotions card. Now, I know some of you might be wondering if they're just putting on a fan service act, right? I totally get that feeling, especially when people support a couple and worry if it's all just for show. But the good news here is that in this spread, I don't see any sword cards. And what that tells me is that there's no mental manipulation or playing games happening. This is all about emotions, genuine emotions like the Lover card and of course the Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Cups, it's really clear that there are strong, real emotions between them. It's like new emotions that are beginning to bloom, and this actually makes sense when we look at the Seven of Cups too. The Seven of Cups speaks about emotions being there, but still having a lot of other things going on, like career choices, reputation concerns, and other factors that can make things feel a little uncertain. But even with that, the emotions are real. They're just navigating through some hurdles. So yes, there's something special blooming between them, but there are also decisions to make. And even though they have support from each other, they also need to plan for whatever might come in the future, like a backup plan, you know what I mean? Because the entertainment industry is crazy and unpredictable. I honestly wish my favorite couple had these kinds of cards. So sweet. But that's it for today's reading. Remember, this is just a celebrity reading, so take everything with a grain of salt. I'm simply interpreting the cards. I don't know them personally, so as always, stay logical and grounded while listening to my readings. If you have any purchase requests, feel free to email me. My prices are listed in the channel description, but I do free readings every week on random couples or celebrities that catch my attention, so leave those requests in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.